It's futile! Over here! Let's get things started.
Hello, hello. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new reveals and stuff that they just decided to drop on Twitter. I mean, it's not a real reveals and stuff, but they dropped a reveal trailer on Twitter for us to take a look at. So let's have a look at that. I'm not turning on the face cam this time because, like, come on. What are the fearsome nemesis? Nothing like this before. Oh, it's Baby. We get an LF Baby? Trunks Parasitism Baby. I like that. That looked nice. That green card was really well animated. The frame rate on this animation that they posted on Twitter is not very good. That looked cool. So what, we're getting LF Baby? Come on. Will I be able to control my own actions under that power? Yep, called it. LF Super Baby 2. Dude, he better have the golden grade 8. Is that a counter green card? Okay, final flash blue card. There's his cover change. Okay, okay. This all looks nice. Let's go, dude. Must summon. Must summon. Must summon. Must summon. I'm summoning. Dude, he could be a blue character and I would still summon. That looks so good. Oh my god, dude, it looks so good. I need him. I need him. I'm not even like a huge GT fan, but I'm a huge Baby fan. Baby's fucking awesome. Baby's so cool. I need that in my box right now. They did post the link to the website where they have all of the details on his kit. So we're going to go over that. Yes. Super Baby 2 abilities. He better be good. He better be able to rival the monster that is this guy over here. Content is still under development. Yeah. These rarely ever change from release. They change like one or two things, maybe, and it's very, like, minor changes. Let's go. With impressive abilities to stop opponents' combos and inflict massive damage with unfavorable element factor nullified, LF Super Baby 2 joins the fight. So, he is a combo stopper who has a lot of color null? Okay. Strength 1. Stop combos and then unleash this character's true potential for revenge. The unique gauge charges when taking attacks. That's cool. When the unique gauge fills up, destroy 2 enemy cards, reduce the enemy's ki by 50, and on top of that, seal their main ability. This will help you put a stop to your enemy's combos. I hate characters that stop combos, but that doesn't even sound bad. Depending on how many hits it takes to fill up the gauge, if it's like 4 hits, if it's just like 4 cards, then that's kind of messed. Because it pretty much just cuts your combo. Which won't be good for older characters, but newer characters will be fine against this because they have so much ki, so many card draw speeds. It's like, it's pretty much one of these abilities that kill old characters, which isn't fun. But, like, old characters are aging pretty well nowadays. When the unique gauge is full, reduce the enemy's vanishing gauge to 0. Hate that. Nah, get that out of there. I don't care. So, why didn't you put that in the top one? That's also, like, dude. So when his gauge fills, you destroy 2 cards, reduce their ki by 50, seal their main ability, and reduce their vanish, and you draw a blue card. Blue card will get an amazing power-up when the unique gauge is full, nullifying unfavorable element factors and endurance effects. So, the way they're wording this makes it sound like the gauge only goes up once. I'm going to assume the gauge only goes up once, because that would make sense. I say that as if, like, Ultra Broly didn't have a unique gauge that filled up multiple times, and every time it filled up, it, you know, reduced your vanish to 0. What did I miss? Special move arts will get an amazing power-up when the unique gauge is full, nullifying unfavorable element factors and endurance effects. So when the gauge is full, your blue card will go neutral and nullify endurance. That's cool. That's, like, really good for GT. I just realized this is another GT buff, fresh out of their own campaign, like 2 months ago. Uh, Strength 2. Turn strike and blast darts into a combo and deal some serious damage. That is every character ever. That is worded horribly. Start off with strike/blast darts to nullify enemy special actions, special cover changes. This is translated weird. I imagine this was typed out in Japanese and they just translated it to English using like Google, because this is worded really weird. You start off with a strike/blast darts to nullify enemy actions that activate when changing cover. So you just get cover null when you use a strike or blast, and increase your crit rate by up to 60%. Okay, he's a crit character. Crit characters are meaningless unless they're hit or a Super Saiyan. For some reason, other characters just aren't allowed to have crit, except for Baby now, because crit rate 60%. 60% chance to do a crit is pretty high. Plus, if your enemy switches characters, you'll get a huge boost of damage inflicted by strike or blast arts, and you'll also draw up to 2 cards if you have 3 or fewer. I feel like they're specifying strike/blast, because GT is fully strike based until you get to Super 17, and then he himself turns your entire team into a blast team because of how good he is at blast. So they're trying to make Baby do both. Interesting. Where did I leave off? Plus, if your enemy switches characters, you get a huge boost of damage, blah blah blah. And you'll also drop to 2 cards if you have 3 or fewer. You'll be amazed at the amount of damage you can dish out after the enemy character switch. After an enemy character switch. You mean after an enemy character switches? After an enemy's character switches? That's just... Again, this is all worded weird. If there's even 1 defeated battle member, card draw speed will increase by an additional level for a total boost of 2 levels. They keep giving GT these, like... As soon as you kill a character, your team just, like, gets steroids, and if the enemy has 1 character remaining, they get, like, pretty much a Zenkai Awakening. Yeah, card draw speed and a boost of 2 levels. And if there are 2 defeated battle members, then on top of that, your own unfavorable element factors will be nullified. It doesn't have a timer on that. It just says, if the enemy has 1 character left, you go neutral forever. Oh no, this is your battle members. If there's even 1 defeated battle member, not enemy battle member. Oh, so Baby's a last stand unit. Okay. I was reading this, like, normal GT character kits that they've done this year. If you combine this character with the Ki Blast absorbing LL Dude. If you pair them with Super 17 in a GT or PO party, you'll have yourself a combination that can stop any opponent in their tracks. Strike fear into the hearts of your opponents with Legends of Super Baby 2, the Vengeful Evil Life Form. Okay. He's yellow, which... Yellow isn't a great color, because, you know... That right there. And, Beast is still running around. Doesn't have many... Like, why would you release a yellow character after you release a green character? Like, they're not on the same team. So, Gohan is killing all of the blues, which means reds get to run rampant. And Baby's a yellow, weak to red. So, I mean, I guess that's why they've given him so much, like, you know, type neutral in his kit, but this is kind of weird. Why not just make him purple? Like, I don't care if you have to, like, what kind of black magic I have to pull. Make him purple. Like, Gohan is easily #1. You add 1 purple character to the game, it's not going to throw him off his spot. Oops, I just banged the desk. It's not going to throw him off his spot. He's still going to be best in the game. Unless it just completely, like, incinerates. Unless he has, like, the ability plus 100% damage to hybrids. It's a Super Baby 2, so I imagine he will have extra damage against Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans. So that'll be good. Character tag: Saiyan, Transforming Warrior, Regen, GT, Merging, Powerful Opponent. Saiyan is still, like, one of the best teams in the game, if not the best team in the game. GT is now pretty good. PO is still yet to get buffs because that's the entire campaign, but they already have Baby now. Super 17, there's any of the cells, pretty much, like Red Cell, Purple Cell. Episode, Baby Saga, yeah, we know that. Reduce your enemies' Dragon Balls by 1 and cancel their attribute upgrades so you can withstand their attacks. I swear I've got, like, dyslexia, dude. This is so hard to read. Yeah, reduce their Dragon Balls by 1 and cancel their upgrades so you can withstand their attacks. That's on his main ability? Randomly destroys one of your own cards or draws your ultimate card. Revenge Death Ball. Oh, that's awesome! So the non-LF animation they've already spoiled is the Revenge Death Ball. That's cool. Revenge Death Ball was awesome in the show. Restores own health by 25% and ki by 50. That is like the norm nowadays. You get 25% health and 50 ki. -5 to strike. No, it's just -5 to arts cost for 30 time accounts. Holy shit. Reduce enemies by Dragon Balls by 1. Pretty good. Cancels the attribute upgrades. Requires 25 counts. Yeah, normal. Power up. Tag GT, P, and PO with their Z ability, and then regen also. So, at 14 stars, or when is the last? 13 stars. 13 stars is when you get the last, no. I think it's at 14 stars you get your last Z ability change. Yeah, 14 stars you get your Z ability change. At 13 stars is when you get your max stats. So at 14 stars, he gives 38% to GT, PO, or regen, strike and blast defense, and then 18% to regen, strike attack. So what, are they going to drop a strike-based regen? We don't need strike characters right now, we need blast characters. Because of Gohan and Ultra UI Goku. So, buffing strike attack is kind of meaningless. But it does show that we will be getting more regen characters. So who's regen that could come out this campaign? Boo. Cell. Is Omega Shenron on regen? I think he is. Hold on, let's go to the website real quick. I have it bookmarked. Where is characters? Where is Omega Shenron? What? Yeah, he does. He's got regen, so we could get Omega as well. So, I mean, they did say at the beginning of the year, when they announced the GT campaign, there will be more GT buffs outside of the campaign. This is one of them. We could get another. We could get Omega, like LF Omega, where he does the negative karma ball. That could be fun. The strike arts comes with blast armor, dude. What in the show showed that Super Baby 2 would have blast armor? Nothing. I thought we were done giving characters blast armor on strike all the time, every release. Like, dude. Like, am I missing something? Why does he need blast armor? Plus, it's pretty much useless because of Gohan running around. Yeah. Also, although not an effect on strike arts generally, Super Baby 2 possesses a strike arts card that will reduce your enemy's health restoration by 20%. Don't forget that since it's a held card, that means other characters can use it too. Minus 20% to health restoration. I imagine that would fuck up this baby as well. I can't think of anyone else that's regenning a lot. Gohan actually does, pretty sure. I've seen him heal, like, a lot. Ultra UI can heal a lot. Not thinking of anyone else. Blast, just like the strike arts character, yeah, minus 20% to health restoration. Health restoration is down the drain. Blue card, if activated when the unit gauge is full, yeah, it looks like the gauge fills up over time by getting hit, just like Spirit Bomb Goku, the GT one. This adds superpowers your blue card, with type neutrality and nullify endurance. On hit, it will obscure. We're bringing back obscure. That is something that GT needed. A cool mechanic like that, GT needed to bring them up, because all they really had was just general damage. They don't really have tankiness. They don't have any cool effects. Like, they don't have any revive. I guess they have endurance, and they have Super 17. That's good. I like that. That's really good. Skills some 5 time accounts on hits. All arts turned face down for the effect duration. Yep, and they get shuffled. If the gauge is full, resets your new gauge to 0. Oh, so once it's filled, you get buffs, and then if you want the buffs, you got to use the blue card to reset it. That is 1-for-1 Blue Beast Gohan's unique gauge. You fill it up by doing something. Blue Beast Gohan does it by doing cards. It looks like Baby does it by getting hit. And then you empty the gauge and get a bunch of buffs and superpower your blue card with the blue card. Okay. This special arts allows you to counter... Yep, I knew it by the trailer. Green card is a melee counter to taps, strikes, and quick attacks. When the counter activates, you'll nullify enemies' special actions that activate when changing cover, and you'll also draw new cards if you have 3 or fewer. So it's like a different version of Gogeta Blue, the yellow one's green card. I like these. These are fun. These promote, quick thinking. They promote, like fun. Like, green cards like this are nowhere near the amount of cancer that knockback green cards provide, because they're just brainless. You actually have to outplay your opponent to get this off, and then when you do, you're rewarded heavily by getting enemy's key taken away, you go type neutral, you nullify cover change. Looks pretty good. Following effects occur upon activation. You get 15% health, 50 key. 50 key, holy shit. 20% of damage. Nullify color for 10 counts. Reduce enemy key by 60. I mean, that's kind of useless. They're going to have that key back unless you give them key reduction debuffs also on the same card, because if you land the green card counter and it says down here, comboable by all arts, then the minus to key won't do anything. Counter will activate upon enemies' melee tap actions. Yep, just anything strike-based, and then you get all these buffs. Comboable by anything. The ultimate restores your vanishing gauge by 100% on activation. That's just always. Not only will this ultimate arts help you get ready for an enemy counterattack, but if you activate it while the unique gauge is full, you get a huge boost to ultimate damage and inflict all enemies with no switching. That is the second ultimate on this team, on GT, that if you have a full gauge, will lock in. Spirit Bomb Goku has it on his main ability if the enemy has, I think it's 2 battle members remaining and you have your full gauge. Baby has it on his ultimate if you have your full gauge. So you can pop main, and then you're going to be forced to have to use the ultimate to lock them in. Unlike GT Goku, they can pop his main and do a full combo, then go into the ult. Deals massive explode damage, applies the following effects yourself upon activation. You get your full gauge. 50% to ultimate damage for 3 counts. Goes through 20% of their cut. Only 20? That's kind of low. Usually we get like 50, even 100. Nullifies enemy endurance. Okay, that's good. If the unique gauge is full, you reset the gauge to 0. You get 70% to ult damage. Inflict them with no switching. Oh no. Oh no. They're locking the blast armor on his ultimate to the unique gauge's full. Yet he has blast armor on strike unconditionally. Why? You know what this should be instead of blast armor when his gauge is full? Nullifies blast arts when gauge is full. Because then it's actually, an upgrade from his strike card, and you'll be able to go up against Gohan. Because Gohan's, they break blast armor. Unique ability 1, if there's 1 defeated battle member, you get card draw speed by an additional level for a total boost of 2 levels. And if there are 2 defeated battle members, then on top of that, your color goes neutral. Plus, each time you use a strike or blast, nullify enemy special actions for cover changes and increase your crit rate by up to 60%. They've copy-pasted this from the top line. The key reduction and destroy card effects that activate when entering the battlefield will put a damper on your enemy's ability to attack, giving you the chance to string together a combo and deal some serious damage. Don't forget that if your opponent is Saiyan, then your allies will get a 30% buff to damage inflicted. Oh, he's giving that to his whole team. Dude. It only says Saiyan, it doesn't say hybrid. Why are they so scared to nerf Gohan? Like, dude, come on. Like, Saiyan team, it's annoying. But you know what's even more annoying? Sun Family. Who's the best character on Sun Family? Ultra Gohan. He's not a Saiyan, he's a hybrid Saiyan. We need extra buffs against hybrids, not just Saiyans. That's stupid. I mean, buffs against Saiyans to your whole team is good, but, Gohan's running around, that really pisses me off. 30% of damage inflicted against Tag Saiyan just outright on top of the buff that you're giving. Plus the following effects yourself when battle starts, 100% of damage inflicted, reduces your damage received by 70%. That's pretty good. Increases card draw speed level, uncancelable, 70% to key recovery, pretty good. Minus 10 to blue card cost, pretty good. Following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. You get a new card, restore your own health by 15% and key by 20, 80% to damage, reduces randomly destroys one enemy card and reduces their key by 20. This is already good. This one paragraph is already good. He's already looking great. Also applies the following effects to self based on the number of defeated battle members. One dead ally, you go neutral for 10 counts and get extra card draw speed for 10 counts. Why isn't the card draw speed? No, because permanent level 2 card draw speed kind of busted. 2 members nullify unfavorable element factors for 10 timer counts again and increases arch card draw speed by 1 level for 15 counts. Applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike or blast arts card. 20% to damage and 30% to crit rate for 5 counts up to 60%. Nullifies enemies' special action and change of cover for 5 timer counts. This is all fine. I just wish the card draw speed that applied when you have a dead ally only activated once you landed a card. Because you lose your ally, you come in with baby, you have to somehow get a combo going within 15 counts, otherwise that card draw speed is useless. And usually landing a combo can take over 10 counts. So this doesn't seem very useful. Unique ability 2, this character has a special cover change against strikes, pretty good. Unique gauge charges when taking attacks, and when it fills up, you'll destroy 2 enemy cards, reduce their key by 50, and on top of that, seal their main ability, and also remove their vanish. Yep, there it is. These powerful abilities, yeah, you've already said that. Additionally, when the unique gauge is full, reduce their vanish gauge to 0, draw a blue card, and then the blue card will go type neutral and nullify endurance because the gauge is full, and then the gauge will be emptied. Also, if the enemy switches characters while baby is on the field, their draw speed will be reduced. The character will get a huge boost. This character will get a huge boost to strike and blast arts damage. On top of that, you'll draw new cards, and if you have 3 or fewer, giving you the chance to go on the offensive with a combo. Combine this with the effects of Unique Ability 1 to really put on the pressure after an enemy character switches. Yep, strike arts cover change, combo with the blue card. Following effects occur when changing cover. You restore your key by 30. You inflict the enemy with minus 10% to strike and blast arts power for 10 counts. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade minus 20% to blue card, ultimate, and awakened power for 10 counts. They keep putting awakened arts power in these debuffs. We haven't seen a new awakened arts power character since Bojack 3 years ago. Kind of upsetting. I remember when the livestream happened for 3rd anniversary and they showed off Bojack, they were like, yeah, we're bringing back the awakened arts card. We'll make sure to use more of this more often. 3 years later, we haven't got a new one. Greatly charges own unique gauge every time when hit with an enemy's arts card while this character's on the field. Oh. So it's not like Kid Goku where it can fill up on the bench. Following effects occur once unique gauge is full. Of course, you destroy a card, draw a blue card twice. Oh, no, it's up to twice. Restores your health by 25%, key by 50, cancels your debuffs, increases your Dragon Balls, destroys 2 enemy cards, reduces their key by 50, reduces their vanish to 0, activates twice, seal their main ability for 10 timer counts, that's just every time. The following effects occur when the enemy switches characters while this character is on the battlefield. Restore your key by 30, randomly draws at most 2 new cards when you have 3 or fewer, plus 50% to strike and blast arts damage for 5 counts. It inflicts them with negative card draw speed for 5 counts. Inflicts them with plus 10% to damage received for 10 counts. Shortens ally subcount by 5 when the enemy activates a ultimate, awakened, or rising rush when this character's on the field. So baby doesn't want to get hit. What is this next? Is this taking me to a new page, or is this... It takes you to go on. Honestly, he looks really good. Like, he looks super annoying with his gauge. He's doing really good damage. He's getting a lot of damage. He's, like, destroying health restoration. He is getting a good blue card. Like, that blue card should hit hard. His ultimate is going to be doing a lot of good stuff. You're rarely going to be using it for an LF, though, because it gives you a full vanish on activation. You're pretty much just going to be using it to snipe out characters, because it's a lock-in when you have full gauge. You're getting your full vanish back. It does more damage when you have a full gauge. You're just going to be saving your gauge and your ultimate for that, to lock in someone and kill them, instead of using it for an LF. But, I mean, a win's a win. You can just save it for an LF if you want to, but it is better to use it as an offensive tool. That's pretty much it. We haven't gotten any other news on the trunks. We haven't gotten any news on equipment, if we're getting any new equipment. I imagine we will, because it's a new campaign. We're probably going to get a new co-op plat in, what, another week and a half? 2 weeks, when the co-op resets? That's pretty much it. I imagine we... Are we due for a Zenkai? I think we're... No, because we got Golden Freezer. So next week, we'll be getting a new Zenkai. Or... What are we actually getting next week? Because usually it alternates between Zenkai and free-to-play. We got a free-to-play and a Zenkai on the same day. So I imagine next week we're probably just going to get a lot of equipment. If not, just another Zenkai. Or they're going to drop some kind of new event. That's kind of it, honestly. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.